前はもう死んでいる。
Waiting for people to come into the chat. 5 people, 7 people. Holy shit. Look at that. 7 viewers. Amazing. Alex Rodriguez, I love you. I love you too, dude. Thank you. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Mantis Toboggan MD. Why is the little girl dancing? Dude, Mantis Toboggan, why are you in Never Nude? That's my question. I'm working on a video right now, actually. I was up all night working on a video. So, I'm just trying to hang out right now, chill. You know. I Never Nude. Mantis Toboggan's from Arrested Development, right? What do you mean? Can you not hear me over the audio? Wait, okay, what the fuck? Okay, so I just totally mixed them up, huh? Mantis Toboggan, I mixed them up. Okay, yeah, Mantis Toboggan MD is when, like, Danny DeVito gets the Magnum condom. And he says, and like yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, alright, dude. My bad. I fucked up my references there. I completely fucked up the references there. Yeah. Yeah. Random live, yeah, hanging out. I'm just waiting for people to come in. Go watch Star Wars. Star Wars kind of sucks, right? I mean, doesn't it? Am I wrong in saying that? I don't even know when and why I subscribe to you. What you do, dude, what you do is you click on my channel icon, and then you look at my videos, and YouTube will pretty much tell you when you saw my video. Or one of my videos, so I guess just, yeah, do that. I'm just waiting for people to come in, and then, I don't know, I have a stream planned. I have some stuff that I want to do, so. Do I play any other video games than StarCraft 2? Not really, not right now, no. I play a lot of StarCraft 2, and before that I played like Mirror's Edge a bunch. That was fun. Play some jazz? No. I'm gonna play some fucking waifu shit. Alright, just for you, bro. Oh, the Dennis Rodman video. I see. 32 concurrent viewers, waiting for it to, you know, just increase, and then gonna do stuff. For now, I'll just, like, talk to chat, I guess. The original Star Wars is good. Prequels has some good world building, and this stuff sucks. Yeah. Zeke, my mod is here. Beautiful. Are you half Japanese? No. I'm just a weeb. Alright. that's something that I noticed. Like, a bunch of people get the notifications, right? So maybe the streams aren't even a good idea because, like, it might make people like think, oh yeah, I should not get notifications from this channel if he's streaming all the time because I'm waiting for the video. I don't know. I like it though. I might eventually migrate onto Twitch though. Make a video on Bohemian Grove. I don't know if I can add anything to that. I think everything about that's online already, right? Who disliked? Who cares? What do you think of the... Yo, Jake Hanrahan. Yo, Jake, do you want to come on, bro? Do you want to come on? You want to talk on Discord right now? I want to talk to you about QAnon. I've been watching your podcast series a lot. I don't know. What's Jake Hanrahan doing? Jake Hanrahan from... Oh, next time. Alright, dude. Alright, cool. I'm dying, I just ate so much. Alright, man. That would have been cool, though. Fuck, alright. We'll schedule something, I think. We need to schedule something. You kind of red-pilled me on the QAnon stuff. Okay. Same Jake. Okay. Jake Hanrahan from Popular Front. I'm Jake Hanrahan from Popular Front. He's probably cringing when he hears that, but whatever. Who gives a fuck? Sweet, dude. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll set something up. I want to hear your QAnon takes, dude. For sure. Everybody go check out Jake Hanrahan's stuff, Popular Front. He makes really good shit. He really does. So, yeah. Do that. In the shower right now, okay, I hope you see this. Literally clicked on the stream so fast as fuck to say upload more. Your videos literally bring me happiness. Love the series stuff. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I try to upload as much as I can. It's difficult. I'm one-man team here, doing everything by myself. It's not easy. So, Jake Hanrahan from Popular Front says, regarding Bohemian Grove, interesting story is how John Ronson and Alex Jones both went at the same time. Ronson versus Jones story is funny as fuck. Great book by Ronson where he covers it, called Them. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't read the book, but I've heard of that. Definitely heard of that. First time I've caught a live stream. I think this is the 7th time that I've done it. Kay Condor is someone who I've talked to before. She told me her story about meth and poltergeists on one stream, which was wild. Oki, look at Jake's interview on stuff they don't want you to see, or that they don't want you to know. It's funny. I'm sure it is. I think I saw like something about it. I think I saw something about it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to let people come in, and you know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do after this, after people come in, is I'm going to start looking at... I got really interested recently into the Free Britney Spears stuff, which is like something that usually I think is so lame. It's super lame, right? It's like... But... They're like QAnon, but they're like just like celebrity obsessed QAnon people. So I kind of want to look into that a bit. And then I have some other things that I might want to look into. Jake, dude, come on, man. Like, dude, you should come on, man. Like, even if you're not feeling well, just like come on for like 5 minutes, dude. I don't know how I can encourage you to come on. It would be cool as fuck. It'd be cool as fuck if you just come on, just like, you know. I think I already have you on Discord, so I can just call you, right? Uh, okay, so I'll just call you on Discord. I have you on Discord, dude. That's cool, right? You're into it? Seems like you're kind of into it. So, sweet, dude. Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. We're going to have Jake Hanrahan, esteemed journalist, very interesting guy. At one point he was arrested in Turkey. Or no, not Turkey. Was it Turkey? Yeah, it was Turkey, right? We're gonna bring him on. He's a very interesting dude. All right, so I have to go through my shit here to find him. I think I have your okay, Jake. I have your Discord group. I can't find you here. Maybe you deleted your account, but I have your Discord group, so I'll just go through this. Let's find Jake Hanrahan. Jake. There you go. All right. This guy. Hey. All right, we're gonna call Jake.
Oh,
Bruv.
what's that, mate? You right?
What up, dude? What up?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm fucking dying. I just ate like chips and a burger. I'm fucking dying, man.
Nice. How's life otherwise? Like, what are you up to these days? What's interesting you? Like, what do you find interesting these days?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just obviously Popular Front still going well. We got that 3D printed gun documentary coming out in about a week. I'll send you a like an exclusive like link to it so you can see it before it comes out. I think you'll like it.
Hell yeah.
So we got that coming out, and then just doing the queue clearance, man. There's like 2 or 3 episodes left, and it's going to be wrapped. But yeah, it's been quite fun doing that. The whole QAnon podcast thing I'm doing.
So what's going on with like? What do you think? Like what is the psychology of like QAnon people? What's going on with these people?
Well, I think it's this thing where everybody wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've kind of found a way to be a part of like this global community where they think they're doing like really important research together, and it's just kind of exploded from that, you know, and it's become this big thing, and it's snowballed in the media, and now they just feel like, you know, they're on top of the world to a degree, or at least they did until the election. Now a lot of them are like wanting to fucking swing from ropes and stuff, but you know, there is still like a hardcore group that believe in it.
What's gonna happen to them if like you know, Trump is like, clearly he lost, like, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to these people?
It's a good question, man. I mean, I think I'm noticing already there's quite a lot of them are going like, fuck, we've been duped, this whole thing was nonsense. And it's like, yeah. And then there's others that are like, no, you have to trust the plan, this is all part of the plan. Basically, whatever happens within the Q universe, the hardcore believers will just turn it to their advantage, right? So it's like, you know, a week before the election, they were all literally saying like 100% we know Trump is going to win. Then he loses. Then it's, oh no, actually it's a good thing that Biden wins because that shows the darkness of the cabal. And then they think Trump is going to come in on like January 20th and sweep it all away and be like, everybody's locked up. So, you know, I don't think they're going to go away. I just think they'll kind of filter into new conspiracies.
Yeah, it seems like so there's a conglomeration of thought and conspiracy theories that go into QAnon. And it seems like it is so there's like an elasticity to it. Like it can go any way. Like it doesn't almost it doesn't it seems like it doesn't matter what the message is or if like Trump is in office or not. Like this the thought behind it, the ideology behind it. You can apply it to anything.
Yeah, completely. You're right, because I think I was talking to someone on Twitter today about it, and it was like, someone was like, well, there's no point showing who Q is because they'll never believe it anyway. And I was like, well, yeah, like, that is true, but kind of what I'm doing with this podcast, it's not really for people that are hardcore believers, because like you're saying, no matter what, they'll believe it. If you showed them hardcore, red-handed, smoking gun evidence, they would still just say, no, it's not true, it's the fake, So nothing means anything really apart from the word of Q. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a, like, I really resisted saying it for a while, but actually it is kind of a cult, It's like an online cult, but it is kind of a cult. The mentality is certainly cult-like anyway.
I connected it to the Free Britney stuff because they're doing the same sort of like, armchair investigation shit. Oh, we're going to look at her eyelashes and, look, she's saying call 911 based off of her eyelashes. This kind of thought, it's outstanding to me that like this is something that like exists now in a way that it never really existed before, I think.
Yeah, but I think the difference with Free Britney is there's actually a genuine problem. You know what I mean? Like, she is literally owned by her dad. Like, I had a little look through it. I read a good article about it, I think on Rolling Stone. And, like, she's literally owned by her father. Like, she cannot do fucking anything, It's insane. But, like you're saying, like, then you get these fucking lunatics that are like, oh, yeah, she's trying to project images through her videos. Like, she can say what the fuck she wants. Like, you know what I mean? But with QAnon, there's just nothing. There's literally nothing that points to any of it being true. Now, you could argue that, they talk about like child abuse, and yeah, the elite pedo rings is very real. We've seen with fucking Epstein and Bill Clinton on his plane of like fucking 72 times or whatever it is, and Trump telling everybody that he's just like, we know that elite pedo rings exist, but then they take this grain of truth and just fucking run with it. And I think you're right in the way that like it didn't really exist before, but I think that was because we've shifted culturally. If someone would come up with bullshit before, you would just get told you're a fucking idiot, shut up, and that was the end of it. Now, I don't know why, for whatever reasons, like everyone's ideas have to be considered, and then there's a blowback from that. You get fucking lunatics like QAnon.
Dude, I really, what I kind of wish is that there would be like a neurologist or something who would like do brain scans and like quantitatively show like, okay, this is how these people's minds are wired. Like people who are super conspiratorially minded. This is how they function.
Yeah.
And we can kind of weed out those people, and we can like, identify how they work,
Yeah, but the problem is a lot of it is, it's kind of a lot of the QAnon people. A lot of them are people that were already conspiracy theorists, sure, but there's like a significant part of them that are like never before were involved in conspiracy theories. They're just like Facebook boomers that just suddenly got into like Q, and for them, I don't even know how you explain it. How did they get involved in this? I think it's the kind of lack of trust in the media now, which is to a great degree, in my opinion, kind of understandable, but not so much that you then go, oh well, we don't believe the mainstream media, now we'll completely follow the words of someone on fucking 8chan. Like, it just doesn't add up. Like, even when you say like, well, they lost faith in the media, but then they completely put all their faith in something completely ridiculous on 8chan. I mean, I always say this, right? This is how insane and ironic it is. Like, so the QAnon people are always very much into, like, we want to save the children from elitist pedophile rings, which obviously is a noble act. But then at the same time, they get all their messages from Q, who posts on 8chan, who openly allow the sharing of child pedophilia images. How does that make any fucking sense? Why would Q, who wants to stop child abuse, host all of his fucking messages on a website that allows child abuse to be literally traded in the open? It's just insane. And if you ask them, they just say, oh, well, you know, this is the only place they can he could go to. Well, not really. If he had a fucking Q clearance, like, I'm pretty sure he knows someone that can build him a website. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's something that allows them to be okay with the hypocrisy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just all part of the plan, you know?
Yeah.
Because they've got blind faith. You know this thing they say, oh, part of the plan. No one actually knows what the plan really is.
Yeah.
There's no like definite parameters to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just say, oh, it's part of the plan. It's basically like inshallah, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
for fucking QAnon.
Inshallah.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing, really. Just like, well, God willing, like Q willing, whatever happens, happens. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's like there's a faith in it that
faith element. Yeah.
And there is a definite religious element to it. Like I shared a thing on Twitter recently where like you see people in the Trump hats like praying in front of
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. It's
terrifying, man.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things though is how now, like, you know, I've spent like 4 years just like dunking on fucking, you know, still with her, like Hillary neo-lib freaks. But now it's so funny to see all the fucking like MAGA right-wing freaks doing exactly the same thing as the still with her people. Like, I saw someone the other day call it the day of the cope. I thought that was so fucking funny, man.
Damn, dude. Have you, okay, so you've done like, I think you've done like 4 podcasts so far. I'm going to bring this shit up. I'm going to go on popularfront.com. Is
.co.
.co? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
what are you looking for? The Q clearance one though?
Yeah. Okay. So you talked about like completely... it being a troll, like it. But at this,
that's completely separate. So if you go to my website, you'll find it. Just go jakehanrahan.com and then click podcast, and then you'll find like a fucking link through to Q clearance.
Okay, hold on. All right, here. So but you've talked about it being like a troll, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Do you know Whitney Webb?
Yeah. Who's that? Is that the woman that covered the Epstein stuff?
Yeah. She's like kind of like conspiratorial, but she's interesting. So her whole idea is that it's a psyop.
Yeah, no, it's absolute nonsense.
Yeah. Okay, so why do you say that? Why do you say that though?
Like, in what evidence does she have that it's a psyop? Like, it's psyop for what? What is the goal of the psyop? You know.
To make people who are anti-government, like that's the basis of their ideology, to make them believe that like Trump is a god emperor and like kind of worship the government and the president in some way as someone who can like save them.
Yeah, but that would only work as a psyop if Trump won. You know,
that is
and
true.
Also, like,
okay,
half of the people that claim to be anti-government, like I was, you know, like I believe in kind of left libertarianism, but in America it's right-wing libertarianism. And I remember for years, like, just keeping an eye on the libertarian movement in America, and for years, the whole way through the Obama administration, they were anti-government, libertarian, fuck the state. Then as soon as Trump got in, I'm talking about 50% of them became like fucking MAGA freaks. Like, I don't really think you need a psyop to make people do that, you know?
Yeah.
Also, like, she's very suspect, man. Like,
no, I mean, she speculates a lot. She's fun though.
Yeah, like, she's interesting. She has some interesting points, but like a lot of her things she puts forward as proof, there's absolutely none whatsoever, you know? And also, she used to work for Mint Press, which is like this.
I think she still does.
Yeah, which are very, very untrustworthy, like hardline communist, anti like anything. Basically, the ideology there is anything that isn't the West is good. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nonsense. You know, I don't want to shit on her or whatever, but I've heard a lot of this psyop shit, and like I've done so much research on all of this. And if it was a psyop, it's just like the worst one ever. Like what like I said, The only way it would work would be if Trump had won and he didn't. So it's like basically now they've created all of these people that hate the government again. So very strange psyop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stranger things have happened though, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. I think it is like, I don't know. There's something about Trump to me, and just like everything that's happened in America, and like everything that continues to happen, that is extremely weird.
It's very weird, yeah. Like I saw this thing yesterday, a video where Trump like he got a motorcade to drive through like that Million MAGA March thing to like see people, and he just drives past for like maybe like 1 second, and people are fucking losing their mind, like Trump, like the "We want Trump" thing as well, like you know he lost the election. We want Trump. Like what are they, like 6-year-old children? Like it's so weird, man. Like no one should love a politician that much, you know. Equally as fucking strange though is now all these people are like, oh, Kamala, Biden, everything's good again. Like,
Oh no, that was the weirdest part. Like,
right.
I got the feeling like you can't even make fun of Biden or Kamala Harris. Like,
yeah.
people got mad at me for making fun of them on Twitter.
Oh, same as well. Loads of people unfollowed me because I was like, great. Like, you've got like, you know, all these fucking anti-cop ACABs. I see a load of them suddenly like, yeah, Kamala's in office. Like, she's a massive cop. She's been sending black guys to prison on the like most pathetic weed charges and stuff for decades. Like, what the fuck? She's just this, you know, it's just the same.
She's a hack. Like, they're both hacks. Like, they're just like political hacks.
Exactly. Yeah. The funniest thing now, you got all these fucking pictures. There's like George W. Bush, like his dad who's like in a wheelchair, and then you got Obama, and then there's like Kamala, and it's like good people will prevail, and it's like the body count on all of those people is through the fucking roof. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, there you go. I guess that's like neoliberalism in a nutshell, right? Like there's some good memes going around where like people in the Middle East, and there's like a drone with Trump on it, and then like he's leaving, and there's like a drone with Kamala and Biden on it, and fucking like the people in the Middle East are saying, "Oh wow, now we're gonna get drone striked by the first black, you know, vice president. Aren't we lucky to be part of history?"
Hell yeah, dude!
It's
Hell
exactly
yeah!
that,
Yo, okay, so back to the QAnon shit, real quick here. I think that this is a theory that I've been working on recently. There is some sort of thing in our minds, like just humanity in general, that there's an appeal towards religion, politics, and certain beliefs, and cults as well, and they all seem intertwined. The fanaticism that comes with that when you're a true believer, when you really, really are invested in something. I think there's something in our mind that works in the same way throughout all of these separate things, right? So if you get into a cult, your mind is working in a certain way. If you get into a religion fanatically, your mind is working in a certain way. If you get into a political ideology, your mind is working in a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's like inherent fanaticism. It's just like, it doesn't really matter what the fanaticism is about. It's still the same like tool, right? Like you said, like whether it's, I don't know, whether you're a fucking member of ISIS or you're like, you know, deep into QAnon. I'm not saying obviously like QAnons have not done as much damage as ISIS, but yeah. I get what you're saying. It's the same thought process, right?
It seems to come from some sort of impetus, like you know, I don't know if there's ever been any studies to show like exactly like what part of the brain starts to fire up when people start thinking about this stuff.
Yeah, there's gotta be, man. I think a part of it as well, like a lot of people they're not taught like kind of critical thinking. And there's also, I found over the years recently that cynicism is now like a real bad thing, you know, whereas like I'm like, no, I think you need to be very cynical because there's so many things that will fool you in the world, you know what I mean? And I think like we're at the perfect storm of like, you know, frowned upon cynicism, fanaticism, like you said, whatever part of the fucking brain is firing up, it's having a feast right now, you know?
Have you seen like the pushback in certain ideological camps against centrists? Like the
Yeah.
idea of just like, oh, I have a non-biased take on things is a bad thing somehow.
Well, I kind of, there is levels to it though. Like, I think that the problem with centrists can be like, you kind of be objectively like kind of passive in a way. You know, sometimes I do think you have to take a fucking stance. And I do think that, you know, sometimes the problem with centrists is they're like, well, this and this. It's like, well, no, sometimes you have to go, no, that's fucking wrong. You know, like you can't go like, oh, like in my country right now, like the fucking Tory government decided to build like a £2 billion tunnel under Stonehenge for no fucking reason, but at the same time they don't want to keep giving like free meals to poor kids because they're not in school right now because of COVID. It's like, you know, I I do think there's things that are objectively bad, you know what I mean? But I do understand it to a degree, but also I think that whole like, oh, centrist, lib, fucking right wing, left wing is such a circle jerk. Like most people are just trying to fucking live, you know what I mean? And I'm guilty of it certainly, you know, like, but you know, like I talk to my friends working like 60 hours a week and shit, and they don't care about any of that. They just want to know like who's gonna help them out of it, you know?
Most people don't care. That's the funny
Most people
thing.
don't care, yeah.
It's on the it's centralized on the internet. This like and like people who watch too much like fucking cable TV, who like
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, they're the people who are entrenched in camps. You know, like they're the ones who are like super hardcore. But like most people are just like super disconnected from it. You know.
Yeah, like why shouldn't they be? You know, like, you know, I drift around in a lot of like weird kind of post-left kind of ideological groups, if you like, and even them, like a lot of the anarchists in those groups, they're talking about this and this and this, and this is why I never like stick to any ideology specifically because I'm always just like, no one fucking cares what you're talking about. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, oh well, if they followed this praxis and did this framework, it's like, shut the fuck up. You know, it's just boring, man. Like, it's just stupid. It's really annoying. That's why, like, those, like, hardcore online communists, they're the funniest ones. Because
They make no sense to me. Like, you're
they
looking
make
at...
no sense.
I don't
And they kinda
understand.
talk
Like,
about the
this is like a
working man.
fucking fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It is exactly.
It's literally... It's LARPing. Like, you're just...
Absolutely.
Like,
They're doing the same thing the right-wingers are doing, just with a different ideology, you know?
Yeah. It makes no sense to me at all. I don't get it.
Like you go tell your average working class man or woman, like, you need to enforce a dictatorship of the proletariat. They're gonna punch you in the fucking nose. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, fuck off, man. Like, they're just talking to themselves. They're not trying to bring in, you know what I mean? And it's just again, this all goes back to this thing we're talking about like fanaticism. It's like people want to create their own deeply intricate camp because when you can understand that, you know, you feel a bit special, you feel a bit fucking smarter than you did yesterday or whatever. And I mean, I don't have any fucking answers. I'm a fucking asshole, but I don't think the answer is to be like glued into some specific fanaticism. Like, I really don't.
You know what I've noticed with a lot of people who are like so fanatical about certain things online is they all seem to have like kind of mental illnesses. They all seem to be like super depressed or just like they just have issues. These people, a lot of them have issues, you know?
Yeah, completely. Like there's very clearly like a lot of people in some of the like big radical political camps, both left and right,
Yeah.
very clearly have schizophrenia, you know, like, and I'm not saying this to take the piss. Like, you can just see it. The things they're saying, it's like, this person is fucking schizophrenic. But now we live in this age where like, oh no, you have to accept every single thing that someone says. So instead of being like, wow, this person needs some help, it suddenly becomes a new ideology or something. It's like, man, this person's fucking schizophrenic. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I agree, man. You know, I'm not saying that like people with mental illnesses shouldn't be engaged in, you know, interest in politics and whatever, but, you know, they need someone to sometimes tell them, you know, like you need to be told something like, hey, man, like I think you need help, or, well, no, that's not right. You can't just suddenly think you're this one day and that the next. Like, that's an issue, you know?
I've talked to people like they'll bolster a certain ideology and they'll they'll continue to protect whatever someone says, no matter how fucking insane it is, or they will also continue to parrot certain ideological talking points that make no fucking sense whatsoever. And like, I hate this thing. I think most people have this like guttural reactions to people saying both sides, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need to, like, I do think that there's no one that should be like every single person in that believes in a certain ideology has to like tick every single box, you know, every single box that makes a certain ideology. It's hard to explain, but like it seems like people are just becoming more and more entrenched in these camps. Things are becoming more and more divisive, and you hear a lot of talk about civil war, and it just makes sense. It makes sense because people are losing their fucking minds, you know?
Yeah, they are, specifically in America, I think. Like, you know, it's very weird. Like, I saw it on the left, like, kind of my side, if you like, for a while, where, I don't know, all of a sudden, all Americans just decided, like, kill all cops. Now, I am no fucking fan of the police, let me tell you. However, the idea, kill all cops. And I was like, what? Like, what about the cop that, like, you know, I talked to a friend of mine that was saying this. I was like, look, I get it, you don't like the police, neither do I, but it's a bit of a dumb thing to say. And they're like, oh, fuck you. I was like, okay, then what about the cop that, like, heads up the division of police that stops pedophiles? You know what I mean? Like, what, kill him? Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, a lot of these people that are saying, like, abolish the police have not actually done the reading behind what that means. They just are saying, like, don't have police. Like, there is no society on earth that can do well without police.
Yeah,
like,
what do you want? You want militias? You want like another like Kyle Rittenhouse situation to happen?
There's got to be some policing of anything, purely because there is bad people everywhere. Like that, you know, I spoke to someone the other day that said that, like, oh, if only we had, if we have this communist revolution, pedophiles won't exist anymore. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, are you crazy? And they're like, yeah, it's capitalism that does this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, you know, pedos have been around before capitalism existed. Like, let me tell you, it's like they're living in a dream world, man. And what it is, they're like falling into. They don't. First of all, people don't want to read books, right? They want to read tweets and then put a flag in their fucking bio and then go like, yeah, I'm this. And then so if you go against what they say they are, it's like an attack on their identity, rather than trying to discuss like, well, no, I believe in this, but I don't like that part of it. Like, no, it's an immediate attack on them because they're based their whole life around this like new fucking identity. So I think people take it too personally. And so like what you're saying is, like, I get what you're saying because it's like people have just made it their lives, right? And that's when they're losing their fucking mind. You know, like my political views have no relation to, you know, I've got friends, I've got communist friends, you know, and I'm like, I fucking hate what you believe. And, you know, and they're like, oh, I hate what you believe. And it's like, that's fine. Like, but we're still friends. You know what I mean? It's like, we don't have to not be friends because of something like that. I think it's, you know, it's very strange, man. But now, like you said, it's got to a point where people literally want a civil war because they can't back down from anything, you know?
Mm-hmm. People's egos are way too caught up in it. But like, yeah, like, I mean, similarly to you, like a lot of the people that I know on YouTube, like YouTuber friends of mine, they're mostly like American conservative types, you know, like they're like, and I'm a left-leaning guy, but like it's outstanding to me that like some people like, yeah, you gotta beat the shit out of that person, or you have to fucking tell that person off. You have to do this and that. It's just
right.
And it's like, okay, well, this is just their ideal. This is where they lean towards. This is their belief. So just, you know, accept it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree. It's like, you know, I was having this discussion a while ago with someone like, well, they're all fucking, you know, like they shouldn't think this. And I was like, look, we think we're right because of what we believe in, but you shouldn't presume that we are right. You know, like I don't mean right wing. I mean like correct in the idea. You know, like I think equality, egalitarianism, like fucking like a fair society, free health, like that to me is good. But just because I think that doesn't mean that the other person is wrong. You know what I mean? It's like who to say we're fucking right. Like just have your ideology, have your ideas, and live by them, and then leave everyone else the fuck alone. You know what I mean? But no one can. You know, it's like everyone's got to tell everybody off.
You know what it's like, yo? Have you ever like had a disagreement with someone about like a piece of fiction, like a movie or a book or something, and you're like, I don't like it, and then you can sense that they had this visceral reaction to it, like, how dare you say that you don't like it? Like, people so get mad. Like, there's this insane drive for people to get like super mad about stuff like that. Like, how so dare? Weird. And like, they get caught up in their ego, you know, when they're talking about things.
It's just an interest. So what?
It is, yeah.
Like I don't care. Like you know, I got friends that like fucking Marvel films. And like I just want to like cry. They're like really, you know, like Marvel fucking.
Yo, like, I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm gonna say something in the chat. Marvel films fucking suck. Disney Marvel films are garbage, hot garbage. Yeah.
But fight like, me. Who cares, right? Like, you know, my friend, this guy I go fucking boxing with, he's like a Marvel fucking loser, you know, like he has to see fucking Endgame the day it comes out, and it's like, who cares? Like, I'm like, and I tell him like, man, that's shit films, man. You watch shit, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, and that's that. Like, you don't fall out because of it, you know.
That's what it should just be. That it should just be like, you have your opinion, and that's okay. But I think there's something instinctual to human beings where it's like, oh, you have that opinion, therefore I want to kill you.
Well, it's becoming that way now, I think, because I think the problem is a lot of people are linking extremism with things that are just not extreme, you know? Like, you know, there's certain comedy that I will watch that if I even said that I watched it or found it funny online, I would be cancelled to fuck. And it's like, that doesn't mean I like the people. It doesn't mean I believe. It's just like, I'll laugh at whatever the fuck I want to laugh at. But it's got to the point now where people can't accept, like, you know, oh, you just happen to like that. You'll find that funny. It's like, no, that means you're now a Nazi or you're now a fucking whatever. It's like, fucking hell, man. Like, you know, everything's being linked back to politics all the time. You know, like I said, I didn't fucking like Black Panther. And people are like, oh my God. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, what is the problem? I just think it's a shit film, you know? I mean, I had a problem with it because it was kind of funny that, you know, like all of these like white fucking Hollywood people that like, you know, kind of made racism in Hollywood an issue. Now, like, fucking there's this big film about like the Black Panther and it's winning awards. But it's like, what about all the films by like independent black filmmakers that have made like incredible films outside of the hell of Hollywood? I was like, no one cares about that because it's a good thing for liberals to just love, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I don't fucking like it. And like, you know, you can just feel that someone almost wants to call you racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you don't agree with a corporate fucking entity that puts out a fucking piece of media that they're just trying to make $1 billion from.
Exactly.
Like, and like all of these fucking idiots who think that this is like it's that kind of same religious weird fucking thinking where they're so connected to something and it's like, oh, it's part of my identity. Therefore, if you tarnish that, oh, you're bad.
Exactly. That's it, right? It's part of the identity, man. I think that's I don't know. I get it. We all build our own identity, but I think everyone just needs to take themselves a little less seriously. You know? I mean, including myself, surely. Like, I'm a fucking, you know, things I don't really mind. Like, sometimes I say, oh, you're a hypocrite, you said this, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, like, maybe I am actually. Yeah, you're probably right. I should probably shut the fuck up. And then you know, that's okay. We don't always have to be right, you know?
I'm totally a hypocrite as well. I mean, I will have a bunch of contradictory points at many times, but okay, here's something that I saw a tweet of yours recently that actually stood out to me. You were talking about like how, now that Trump is out of office, what's it called? Publications won't, news orgs basically won't ask for journalists to add Trump to their bylines, I think is how you put it, or something like that. Like,
No, I know what you're saying. I was saying, like, now that Trump's out of office, like, I really hope that commissioning editors stop asking journalists to link every story back to Trump.
do they do
That's
that?
what it's been like. Oh man, it's been like that for 4 years, and it's nothing insidious. It's not like, oh, like, let's create some kind of hell for Trump. It's just, not in my experience anyway. It's just like, oh, how can we link this back to Trump, because Trump's always the hot topic. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I've got a film in, I want to make some film about some, I don't know, refugee in South Sudan or whatever. And there might be like, well, where's how can we kind of link that to Trump? Where does Trump come in here? And it's like, oh my fucking God, shut up, man. Like, he doesn't link him to anything. They just want to link Trump to everything. It's so tiring, man. Like, I remember when I was still working at Vice News, and I made a documentary in East Ukraine, but in the on the separatist side, like, like the occupied areas where the Russians have kind of moved in. And they were holding on to it, and they didn't put it out for ages, for like a month or so, which was weird. And I was like, whatever, like, it's on the back burner. And then Trump must have like mentioned something about Donetsk, like the area where it was. And they were like, quick, we need to get it out now. And they like put a little, like a little thing at the start of it, like, recently Donald Trump referred to blah, blah. And then it went out. Now, they didn't change the story, and the actual story didn't mention Trump at all. But they still had to do that little bumper bit at the start to just be like, hey, Donald Trump. And honestly, essentially, it came down to like, I mean, no offense to the Americans, but it came down to like media consuming Americans just being obsessed with Trump on both sides. Like, either it's the liberals hating him, or the like Republicans just like sucking his dick. Like, it was so tiring, man. Just like people constantly wanting the Trump angle, and it's just like, oh God, like, there isn't one often,
How much easier is it for, like, say I'm like a fledgling journalist or whatever, like I wanna put out articles, I wanna fucking make a career doing this. How easy is it for me to just mention Trump in articles every time I try and get published? How easy is it for me to get published that way?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like easy, but it's certainly easier than any other way, like, I mean, unfortunately, well, there are people who've built a whole fucking career in the last 4 years off of just like constant Trump bashing. And now, don't get me wrong, I think Trump is a fucking idiot.
Well, he is. He's a dumbass. But yeah.
Right. He's just a fucking dumb idiot, and he's like a fucking moron. It's like, that doesn't mean you have to then like be this weird sick obsession. I mean, like, Trump reply guys has been turned into careers in many ways. Like, people just don't shut the fuck up. And it's just, it would be a lot easier for you, man. Like, if you were going to do that, it would be easier to just be like, hey, I'm going to run loads of anti-Trump, stuff. And it's not because, again, there's no, like, I don't know, what is it? People usually accuse Jews or someone like that. It's
George Soros.
Soros, right? It's no one going like, we need these Trump stories. It's just like basically media commissioning editors being cowards, like very cowardly, and being unfortunately pushed into a corner where their career revolves around the amount of traffic they get in. Well, it's a no-brainer. They know if they're going to do Trump and it's going to go on the Twitter, it's going to get a big reaction and the traffic is going to come in. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, they're kind of victims of that. I hope it does change now, but it has really turned things topsy-turvy. And it's the same on the right-wing side of things. If you want to work for Fox, I mean, the right-wing groups like Breitbart and them people, you can work for Breitbart in a fucking breath, Like, I know
it's really easy,
like,
right?
Yeah, it's really easy. Like, I love Trump, some vaguely conspiratorial kind of message that makes Trump look good, and there it is. So it's, and there's, I mean, I'm not like, there is some like right wing. I don't mean far right before everybody cries, but there is some right wing media that is good, and you can read it. But even they've gone the other way. They've just, you will read them before, and it's like, yeah, that's an interesting measured response. And then now it's just like MAGA, Trump, like, and it's like, oh man, like, basically everyone is just shitting them the bed. They've been shitting the bed for 4 years. It's just chaos, man.
Okay. So I saw an article from Kotaku, and it was literally just it was a review of the new PlayStation console.
Yeah.
And they started to bring up white man who fucking white man politicians who are, fucking over minorities.
Right.
Is that the kind of take that sells now?
I don't know. I haven't read the article, but that sounds very Kotaku. Fuck knows. I mean, it's just like, to be honest though, as funny as that is, and it's outrageous, I don't think many people who are serious people take Kotaku serious.
No.
Like, I think you have to. I mean, I read a thing the other day. It said like something like 20% of America is on Twitter. So essentially, like, Twitter doesn't exist barely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The grand scheme of things. So I do think, I've been a victim of this, constantly getting annoyed or triggered by like oversensitive woke bullshit. And then I'll go and actually speak to someone who's like trans and they're completely chill. I got like a friend who's trans and then she's just like, what? Like, none of us care about that. You know what I mean? And she'd be like, oh no, they're just like the Twitter freaks. Like, so you know what I mean? You have to often measure it, like, a lot of the outrage we're perpetrating ourselves by being outraged by it.
It's not a reflection of reality whatsoever.
Exactly, man. It's not, and it's like, I've come to learn that as well. Like, and often a lot of people say like, oh, fucking mainstream media is all shit. And I certainly have my own issues with mainstream media, but there's incredible reporting just non-stop being done every single day in mainstream media, like New York Times is like, it's a big like punch bag for a lot of people and they make some absolute trash, but they do some of the best fucking journalism in the world at the same time. It's like, you have to accept people are imperfect, right? Mm-hmm. And, that's what actually makes the world more interesting. So we should just accept each other for that, I think, and accept that, media organizations are run by people who are imperfect. And then, not everything's going to be catered to how we want it. But I do agree that, like, Kotaku saying, like, oh, PS5, let's look at white supremacy. It's like, give it a rest, for fuck's sake.
It seems so wild that they would connect, like, a game console to something political, and it's just stupid and retarded.
Yeah.
But
a lot of it, I think, comes down to like middle class white people that have actually never really been around black people. Yeah. And then they start to decide what black people are offended by, which ironically is kind of inverse racism. And
they're awkward as fuck. They're awkward as fuck.
So they kind of presume that like black people are these like hyper offended people. Like, I mean, I grew up with like a whole family of Jamaicans and shit. Like, they're not easily offended. Like, as I'm sure you know, like, it's like, come on, man, like, get in the real world. And it's not just about race. It's about, I don't know, for me, class is a big issue. And the biggest problem within media, which is a very real problem, is the huge lack of class diversity. Now, yeah, racial diversity is a big issue as well, but class diversity is the one no one wants to talk about. And I mean, I know people working at like Channel 4, for example, like, they're black and it's whatever. And it's so for Channel 4, they've ticked a box. Then I know other black people who work there who are like, this person's fucking bougie as shit, like rich their whole life. They don't know anything different to the rich white people there. You know what I mean? So it's, I don't know, it's not as much about race as it is class, in my opinion.
Yo, I know you're into true crime, right? So, like, every true crime thing, right? It's this. It's like they lived in a perfect community. And, by the way, they're always white. They're always rich as fuck.
Right.
It's about, like, rich people being killed.
Literally.
It's like, it's that. It's that. Yeah. And it's like, no one gives a shit.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter how wild it is, the story of some, like, someone from Senegal who, immigrated to America and then randomly, like, their fucking ankle got chopped off when they were, like, you can make up the most elaborate fucking crazy story ever. But the reason why people won't connect to it is literally because they're not rich. That's what it is.
Literally.
It's like if nothing.
Like missing kids.
Say that again.
Sorry, I think I got delayed. It's like if you look at missing kids, It's like, it's always like the affluent white rich kids that creates the big storm, right? You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
it's always them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a woke thing to point out. It's like fucking true. Like, you know, I mean, I was reading this thing about I think Matrice, I forgot her surname. Anyway, it's like this insane story where this black girl went missing like 10 years ago. She got arrested by the police because she had like schizophrenia or something and she was acting funny. So the police arrested her, drove her to the middle of fucking nowhere, and then just released her with no keys, no nothing, no phone. She went missing. And then the police found her with her head cut off. And then the police were like, oh, her head fell off when we were pulling her out of a river. And then when there was all this, investigations done, the police like basically lied about the whole thing, clearly did something terrible to her. And I was reading it the other day, Matrice Richards, I think her name was. And I was just like, how have I never fucking heard of this? It's one of like the most openly corrupted things I've ever seen in my life. And like, oh, the girl was black. She had a mental health issue and she was from a poor family. That's why I never fucking heard of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And now luckily there's like a podcast that's shining light on it. There's some good articles. But only now in the recent years is things kind of waking up to that, you know? And yeah, it's so true what you said. Like true crime, like mostly is just like rich white woman killed by con man husband or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's boring as fuck, man.
Yeah.
There's some good ones though. Like there's the books I read. Like there's some very good ones about kind of white working class serial killers, like specifically like child killers and shit like that. I mean, there's some very dark situations going on like that.
Yo. Have you read Under the Banner of Heaven?
No, what's that?
John Krakauer?
Nah, man, what is it?
It's about the Mormons. It's about like the early fucking days of the Mormons and like the LDS Church and like so the Mormons, the way that they started, first of all, the prophet for that religion was a complete con man.
Yeah,
not only
Joseph
Smith, but like also going further, there are still Mormons who are fundamentalist Mormons, and they're really into the whole idea of like polygamy. So they will have like they'll have their own institutions set up in certain like states, and they'll have like make sure that they have their what's it called? Like they'll have their own communities, and they'll be protected by the state to do what they do, which is pretty much like just fucking their daughters basically, and like it's so fucked up. And they'll just like child brides, sister brides and shit like that, and like it's crazy. The whole thing behind Mormonism is insane. Yeah, so
it's like a cult that guy set up for himself, right? So he could just fuck around.
Yeah.
What's it called? Under the Banner of God?
And no, it's called Under the Banner of Heaven. John Krakauer. I'm looking at my bookshelf, and people are wondering why I keep looking to the side. This is the book here. Yeah. So
I have to get it, man.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Read this book.
Mitt Romney's a Mormon, right?
Oh, dude, I bet he fucked a kid at one point, bro.
He's defo.
Definitely, right? I have no reasoning to say that.
All his family are in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Like them crazy ones that went to Mexico, yeah.
Oh, he did trickle down economics on a kid at one point, trust me.
It's a big
in a
problem
shower.
In like
He did the trickle down economics on a kid at one point in his shower.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, man. There's a big problem with it in like the Hasidic community as well, specifically in America.
Oh,
like,
dude, the Hasidic
child abuse problem, man.
Oh, they're wild. They're wild.
I think there was a documentary was gonna come out about it, or it did come out.
I watched a documentary about the Hasidic Jews. Yeah, no,
Okay, like the
the Hasidics, like they have like a whole like because like it's because of is religion. It's like the protection laws that they have
right,
that
right.
protect them to like have this fucking really fucked up community, but like it's fucked up. It's
It
nuts what they're up to.
I mean, it's the same with the fucking Catholic Church and everything as well. Like, all of like anyone that gets into like hardline fucking fanatic religion, there's always fucking pedos at the bottom of it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shit's
Well,
fucked
I
up,
mean,
man.
look, if the apocalypse happens, you know what happens? Anybody who is weak, they will be subjected to terrible things happening to them, right? It's just it's it's human nature, right? It's,
We've
I'm not
seen it
calling
right
like
now,
women weak or anything. Like that's like don't take my words out of context, but women will be subjected if the apocalypse happens, if you know that kind of shit happens. Like what will occur is massive rape.
Absolutely, it's horrible.
Like you know, subjection. They will use them to have babies. They will use them for pleasure, and it's just like, how do you protect people in that scenario? And it's fucked up. That's just human nature. People don't understand human nature. They don't.
No, they don't. They don't. They don't realize like like certainly one thing I've learned like covering wars and that, like, you know, from the fucking ground, is that like no matter which war you're in, which ideology, which religion, which whatever, there's always people that want to do that shit when they have the chance, you know? Like ISIS raping people everywhere. I mean, like fucking right now in Armenia, you know, the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan, within a week there was videos of Azerbaijan troops cutting people's heads off. There's about 5 videos now of them cutting off people's ears, like executing them with their hands tied behind. You know, like it happens fucking everywhere, man. It's people don't realize how dark human nature is actually. And all these fucking like stupid US militias who are like, yeah, let's have a civil war. It's like, do you know what fucking a civil war would look like? Like the level of brutality and violence would be so horrific, you know. Best we don't. No one has a fucking civil war.
Yeah.
On that happy note.
Yeah. All right, dude, you got anything to plug?
Yeah, man, just fucking like if anyone's interested in my you know, war reporting, I run a platform called Popular Front. It's 100% independent, grassroots conflict journalism. You know, we're not partisan. We don't really give a fuck about left, right, woke, whatever. We don't care. We just do it as we see it. So if you go www.popularfront.co, you'll find us there, man. Thanks for letting me chat shit, man. Like, love what you're doing, man. Fucking looking forward to the next video.
This has been fun. I'm gonna do a video about Jacob Wall. Do you know anything about him?
I fucking hate that guy. Yeah.
Okay, why do you hate him?
He's just like a massive scam artist, right?
Right. Yeah.
I hate people that scam people. Like, I think it's so sad to like lure like vulnerable people in and just scam them all the time, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, guy's an idiot. He blocked me on Twitter, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was like, you're a fucking cunt or something. He just blocked me. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
All right.
Whatever.
All right, dude. All right, man.
See you, bro.
Yeah.
Laters, bro.
It's been real. All right, take care.
Peace, man. Bye-bye. Bye.
Peace out. All right, how do I fucking find this shit? Did he leave? I don't even know. Hold on. I gotta open Discord. I can't even find it. All right. I'm gonna take a break real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Where's Discord? What the fuck, dude? Alright, Jake Hanrahan left. Good. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put some music on while I be right back. I'm gonna be right back. Stay tuned. Right? Stay tuned, bro. Stay tuned.
る。
What up? What up? What up, homies? I'm back. Hey! Hey. Alright. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? There's a bunch of messages. Okay, someone sent me like $5 at one point, so I have to actually look at that donation real quick. So I'm gonna look at that donation. Give me a sec. Dude, I don't even check this out. I forgot. All right. Just give me a sec. I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna like just try and figure out how the hell I'm supposed to read these donations real quick, and then I've done it before, I just forgot how to do it. But I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna try and move on towards doing something else that's interesting. I don't know what else. Alright, just give me a sec. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry for not being able to figure this out. I'll figure this out some other time. There was like... Oh, Jake Hanrahan just like... Jack Hanrahan. Or Jake. I don't know why I keep trying to call him Jack. It just seems natural. Anyway, he just like... he just gave me almost $5. €5. So sweet. $15 so far. Anyway, listen, I'm ADHD as fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is a mess. But okay, let me answer some questions or something. Let me answer some questions. Give me someone, like, people just like ask me questions, and then I'm gonna try and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know, what should I do? By the way, Jake Hanrahan, great guest. Jake Hanrahan, popular fun. Great guest. How do you stay focused with your ADHD? Any tips? Jake, you know what I do? I just force myself, I think. I just try and force myself. It's hard, but I try and force myself. That's all it comes down to, I think. It sucks though. It's hard. Everything, like having ADHD, and like, I think that the reason that my channel works, and like the topics that I choose, and my ability to understand what is actually interesting, is because people with ADHD, they care about novelty above everything else. ADHD is an attraction to novelty, I think. And I love novelty. And that's my whole channel. So that's what it is. That's what it is. Yo, this guy, DNSL. Do you want to come on? Do I have you on Discord? I have you on, like you sub to me on Patreon, but do you want to come on Discord? Like, this guy is like, YouTube, like, he's a legendary YouTuber. Do you want to come on and talk to me for a bit? This guy's like an actual legendary YouTuber. No, I'm eating pizza, man. Let me eat pizza in peace. Dude, come on for just a bit, bro. Just like a little bit. Just like for like 5 minutes. Just try it out. I think it'll be cool as hell, man. I think it'll be cool as hell. I can send you my Twitter, like my Discord information on Twitter. Hey, I didn't come here to get pressured the fuck. Dude, I'm like legit trying to pressure you here. This is how I got Jake Hanrahan on. Dude, I want to talk to you because you're hilarious. I think you're hilarious. I think you're so funny. You're like you're a YouTube legend, and I would love to talk to you. Please come on, dude. Please talk to me for like at least 5 minutes, dude. At least 5 minutes. You can eat your pizza while you do it. I hope I didn't scare him off. That's all you need. I'm eating pizza. That's all you need to know. I don't think he wants to come on. That's all right. All right. I don't even know if he's ever done like interviews or anything like that. So, you know, if that's not his thing, okay, that's all right. Yeah. Okay. Dude, I'm here 5 minutes. Calm down, okay? What does that mean? What does that mean, dude? Settle down, okay? He's in the chat. Okay, let me ask you, because, like, okay, we're gonna, you know what I want to do? As in, I literally just joined 5 minutes ago. Can I ask you, like, just questions, like, by showing your videos, and then you can answer them through the chat? DNSL. I can just show you your people your videos.
Don't like Trump, you know?
Right? But I'm not Trump.
I don't like American. Yeah?
Because I American, you hate me?
How did you create this character? It's like, it's really, like, it's so... How much thought went into, like, creating that character? Is that you? I put the graphics on low. Alright. Okay. And then I got it all distorted and I love the look. Oh, not the look of the character. I mean, just like the kind of detachment that you put into the character. Like, your character is so, like, it's so detached. That I think that's the thing that resonated with people the most, is is almost this kind of weird sociopathic, strange, yeah, detachment. I don't know how you did you put a lot of thought into that? I really want this guy to come on stream and talk to me. He won't though. Fuck. All right, whatever. It's all right. I think I just don't have any emotions, so it works out well. Anyway, I love your videos, dude. I'm glad that you actually watch my shit. It's really cool. All right. If DNSL doesn't want to come on, Bog, do you want to come on? Boggy? I see Bog in the chat. Bog is interesting. He makes like hentai porn. Like he makes like he draws like porn. So I want to talk to this guy. I want to talk. Yeah, Bog, do you want to come on? That would be cool. Dude, send me your Discord information on Twitter. Bog. I want to talk to you because you make some like fucking weird ass shit. And I want to talk to like you and like figure out like how your mind works. I don't enjoy I'm not into your porn or whatever that you draw, but like I know you because like you follow me. So I want to talk to you. Let's talk, bro. Let's talk. You seem interesting. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Hell yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna talk to the porn guy. He makes like sexy aliens and robots, I think it says in his bio. So we're gonna talk to that guy. Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait. I can't wait for this. And while we wait, more anime music. Alright. Dude, Bog, send me your shit on Twitter. And then I'm gonna bring you on. Alright. We're gonna bring the porn guy who makes the fucking sexy aliens and the robots. Hell yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah, dude. Yo, Bog, send me your Discord information on Twitter. You have me on Twitter. I know you follow me. Trevor Bear, hell yeah. My friend Frog is in the chat. Everybody check out Frog. Frog has a Twitch stream. Recently I hung out with Frog. As you can see here, I was very drunk in this picture. Frog has a Twitch stream, so go sub to Frog. We're gonna bring the porn guy on the chat into Discord. Hell yeah! Gotta get my mic set up. Hell yeah, dude! All right, do it. We're gonna bring the porn guy on. He draws porn. Everybody look up Bog Explosion, and you'll see the weird ass porn that he draws. We're gonna talk to this guy because he's interesting as fuck to me. It's so funny to me. right, while we wait, anybody have some music requests? Maybe have some like fucking sick ass music requests. Should I play some like architecture or something? I don't know. What the fuck should I play? Got my fucking. We're just waiting for this guy to come on. What do I listen to? Anything. Anything good, right? That's the most like. Architectures, ambitectures. Dude, the last time I played John Tagawa, yeah, everything got my video got striked or claimed or whatever. I'm just waiting for Bog to come on. This guy's wild. I feel like this guy's wild. Oh, he's calling me. Yo, Bog.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what up?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
Awesome.
So okay, so this is your career, right? You draw like the weirdest fucking porn ever, right?
So far right now, yes. I got furloughed from my government job not too long ago, so
Okay.
this is kind of what I've been doing.
All right. So like because of COVID?
Yes, actually.
So I suppose you enjoy the porn that you do, right?
I like drawing it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm into the stuff I draw on my own.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's like I'm into that genre of stuff, but like for example, I wouldn't like look at my own art like I would, I'm into other artists who probably draw a very similar thing.
Uh-huh. So you can't you're not self-masturbatory with your art, basically. Like you can't jerk it to your own art, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be weird?
Dude, what you do is weird. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
what you do is kind of weird.
True.
It's interesting though, because I'm trying to understand it from your perspective, and like anybody who draws porn like that, I only know you because you followed me on Twitter, right? That's the only reason I know of your art. But like I see the kind of art, and like there's like fucking people with reptile heads, and then like lizard heads, and they have like fucking lizard tails. They just like have this like it's almost like kind of like a furry slash, and then I think something in your bio it says like you like aliens slash robots, right?
Yeah. I've drawn a lot of lately like Halo related stuff. That kind of blew up a little bit. As of late, I'm just kind of doing commissions, and I kind of plan on posting more stuff on my public. But other than that, yeah, I mostly do stuff for scalies, like that side of the furry community who are like, into the whole kind of reptile side of it, I guess.
What is the impetus? Are you interested? Do you find yourself attracted to those type of images? Like, you know what I'm trying to say here? Like, do you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Do you get turned on by that?
I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, like, obviously, I'm more interested in the kind of anthro side of it. Like the whole, it's mostly a sentient humanoid guy or chick, but it's like, like they're like those what are they called? They're the saurian species from Doctor Who, like that level of they're sentient dinosaurs or something like that, or cave women, that kind of prehistoric kind of shit you would see in a Frank Frazetta like piece of art, but it's like, in my style or something like that.
Do you remember like the first time that you felt like attracted to something like that?
Oh, I would say probably when I was like a little bit out of high school.
Uh-huh.
Well, like I think it mostly started with the whole like gray alien stuff, like reading those stories when I was a kid and being like, oh, this is the shit, man. Like, I wish I was abducted by some gray aliens. And I mean, I didn't want to get dissected like a frog, of course, but you hear those stories. There's that one guy, I guess, like he screwed some like alien that like became like some chick. Like it's just shit you hear about like in books. It's obviously like somebody's weird night terrors or mixed with like, drugs probably. I mean, it's all from Sweden, so I mean it makes sense, but at the same time it's like it's an interesting story and it kind of evolved from there. And I mean, I guess that's where the start of it was.
Well, dude, yeah, it's interesting, like, because I just don't, I don't know, like, just furries in general, and, like, I'm not saying that you're a furry or whatever, like, there's, like, some sort of intersection between it, but, like, do you know Pyrocynical, for example?
Yeah.
So there was this whole, like, drama with him recently where, like, he, was, pretty much, exposed because he had a bunch of like Discord conversations with people, and I just didn't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get like the role play aspect of it. I don't get the art. I don't understand why people find it attractive.
Well, from what I understand, that son of a bitch was role playing with minors, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucked up wherever that is. I mean, this seems kind of bad, but oh man, I don't want to say something bad, but like,
Go for it.
Line him against the wall. I mean, this keeps happening. I mean, the communities should self-police themselves. Like, I don't think a community is necessarily responsible for its worst elements. I mean, I find it kind of ironic because you look at people like a good example was that I don't like, I think it was at Mr. Medicare for a very long time. Like, he was an example of this where he would say that, all of the whole Gamergate community, they're not responsible for all the shit that they did. And I completely agree with that. But at the same time, it's like now he says like, the furry community, they're responsible for their worst elements. And I mean, I love his content, but that was kind of one of the things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way that he said at one point. But at the same time, it's like, I think that there needs to be a level of like self-policing where people need to like see people doing that and kind of root it out. And I think Pyrocynical and people like him are kind of tolerated for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but like, I think ultimately RPing in general is kind of stupid because you don't know who's on the other line. But from what I understand, Pyrocynical knew who was on the line. I mean, there's people who probably go out there and look for people who are underage or know those people are in the community. And I feel like that a lot of these sites probably should have more stringent age protections against the people who get on them, because I mean, it's weird that people are bringing, kids to furry conventions, or they're trying to get, minors into the fandom. I mean, I don't know who's trying to do it, but you do see it, and it's kind of disturbing.
So do you make money drawing the porn that you do?
Yeah, I do commissions.
I mean, like, is it like, do you have like a full-time job on top of it, or like, is it like this is your main thing?
As of right now, no. This is my main thing right now.
Do you get a living wage doing it? I'm sorry if I'm prying. I'm just trying to like understand. Like, it's so interesting to me.
I have a lot of money saved up. I'm trying to build it into something I can make like a living wage from doing. But as of yet, it's kind of been I don't know. I guess I'm at the point where I'm trying to build it so it can be something that I can make a living on. I'm not really making a living on it now. I'm kind of living off of savings, or I'm probably going to get another job on top of it. Obviously, it's not. I mean, it's paying my bills for now, but
All right.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna put your shit in the anybody who likes sexy alien porn and robots.
Okay, OKI is not endorsing anything that I do.
Well, I'll endorse what you do. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll endorse it. I don't jack off to it, right? So that's the distinction, dude. But you know, check it out. It's here. Twitter bog explosion. Watch it there. You know, look that shit up there, dude. I think you're like really talented. I like to draw as well, actually. I'm really into I draw a lot. I post my drawings on Instagram, but like you're really talented, I think, in a lot of ways. I don't, you know.
Yeah, man, like shoot, you know, here's the thing. I mean, video production is like something that I can't really even wrap my head around, and it's just the fact that you're able to produce these documentaries. Like, honestly, I watch Fred, and I think after I was watching Fred for a while, you got into my algorithm, and I watched your videos on the fake martial arts guys.
Oh yeah.
And I've been hooked ever since. Like, I mean, I think I've watched all of your videos. Like, I literally rewatch them while I'm drawing, and it's just kind of engaging that like somebody can just like, you know, make a documentary like better than anything on the History Channel, because like all they talk about is ancient aliens. Like, you're talking about stuff that's like I've never actually heard of before, and like
you know what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Is I'm trying to like talk about like weird fucking crazy shit that is grounded in reality. Like, that's my whole point of everything that I'm doing on my channel. It's like it has to be grounded in reality. So it has to be the weirdest fucking craziest shit that still fits reality.
Well, reality is stranger than fiction sometimes, isn't it? Like, it's
It is, but it is. And that, but like also, I think a lot of people, they want to hear like ghost stories, if they want to hear about ARGs, they want to hear about all this shit, and like it's like I find it so boring. I find anything that feels fake to me to be really boring. You know?
Me too, to a certain extent. I used to read a lot of fiction. And I noticed like the older I've gotten, it started in high school till now, like I almost read completely nonfiction, because like somebody's actual story of what happened to them is more engaging than like something by Ben Bova.
Ben Bova? Who's that?
Oh, he's like a science fiction author from like the 80s. It's just like just a random sci-fi author. I should have said Isaac Asimov or something like that, but
nice, dude.
just
nice.
Yeah, man. But no, it's a trip. It's a trip getting like actually talking to you. It's like, I mean, I'm just like a big fan of your stuff. Like I actually am a fan of your stuff. Like it's crazy.
Dude, yeah, you're gonna have to help me out, because I want to get into like digital art. I mean, I don't want to do porn or anything, but like I want to like, you know, figure out like you're gonna have to help me out. You're gonna have to help me out, and so I can figure out how to you know, do some pretty good like drawings, digital art drawings and shit.
Dude, buy a cheap ass tablet and get Krita. Like, I draw everything I draw is on open source software, my dude. That's like everything I do.
Do you feel like there's a difference between like doing the thing where like there's a screen, like the digital art tab that with the screen, versus the digital art tab with like where it's just like you draw it and like there's no screen, like the cheaper one, you know?
From what I understand, there's a lot of artists who they get to a point where they get comfortable with both. Like they don't need to have like a Cintiq like I do. But I got a Cintiq because I feel like it's faster for me, and it's the one where you draw on the screen. It increases my speed twice as much, but I'm slow to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, also I got the Cintiq that I wanted when I was a kid. I'm 28 right now, and I saw these commercials
You're like
for the
the
Cintiq.
exact same age as me.
Oh yeah. I think I heard you in your stream the last time I heard you. You said you're 28, so we're around the same age. I don't know, when I was in high school, it was like over 10 years ago. They advertised the Cintiq, and I was just like, oh, it was like brand new, and I was like, oh, I want one of those. Like the 12-inch WX, and I got the same exact model, but I got it for $200. That's the thing. You can get a tablet for like that's used, that's like over 10 years old, and it might still work. I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's weird because it's like it's like those people who buy stereos. Like, oh, I wanted this stereo when out back in the 80s, but it's like, oh, I can buy this now because it's like it's already 10 years old and used. But it's like, nostalgia. It's like weird.
Mm. All right, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever told your parents what you do?
Yeah.
What do they think?
I guess, well, I'm an adult.
So you can do what you want, huh?
It's not like they can't really do much about it. I mean, I don't know.
Do
my
you
mom
fuck?
thinks it's kind of interesting that I make money that way.
Do you fuck? Like, do you have like girlfriends and shit? Like, do you do you tell
Oh no,
them,
man,
like,
I'm a total incel. Nah, I'm kidding.
Do you tell them I draw porn and shit like that? Like, does that how does that go over?
I haven't. I've been doing it for the past few years, but I really haven't had a girlfriend for the past few years. Maybe there's a correlation. I don't know.
Dude, you're sick. You're living the dream, bro. You're just drawing porn, bro, and like you're just like, oh yeah, dude, hell yeah, good
I
for
feel
you.
satisfied.
Yeah, dude. All right, hold on. Everybody, clap for this guy. You're a god, bro. You're a god amongst men.
I haven't been reading the chat. I wonder if everybody hates me. It's kind of weird. I don't.
No, they're cool actually. They haven't they're hating on me more than they're hating on you.
I'm a big. I love the chat. The chat is always right. I love being in chat. I have anonymous accounts that I go and chat with, all the time. I'm in everybody's chat. I love it. It's like I don't send a lot of super chats though, but I'm cheap, so I mean.
Dude, I
sorry.
don't even how the fuck do you even check super chats? I got like some donations. I don't even know how to fucking find them.
Hey man, I'm not the YouTuber, man. I'm terrible at making money too, so I don't know how that all works. I think the highest video I got on I have my channel is like it's a Red Letter Media edit, and that's like it.
Nice. Nice. What kind of like Red Letter Media edit did you do?
Oh God, it's that one where what is it? Mike Stolkasa forced him to watch some video of like old people like getting their feet massaged, and then like Rich Evans says, "Oh, karma's a bitch," and it will come at you like a freight train. And it's like weeks later, and it's like I think William Shatner bullied Mike Stolkasa into crying.
Dude, that was the weirdest shit ever. I remember that. That was so weird. Right?
And I watched so much shit. Like I remembered that like episode, and I'm like, oh wow, this is like, man, I guess karma really does exist. It's like one of those coinky dinks, but it's like so much shit happens in that space of time that obviously that made sense that might have happened. But yeah, I thought that was funny. But that's like the only thing I've made on YouTube that's got more than like 100 views. I don't plan on doing YouTube. It's not my thing, but I watch your content. Like your content is like fire. I love it. And like these live streams are great too. Like especially when I'm not on them. um,
No, dude, you're interesting. You're like, I mean, you draw porn for a living. You're fucking interesting, right? So, naturally, you're an interesting
living the
person.
dream, man.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
I want to get DNSL on if he's still in this fucking chat. I know he ate a pizza, but I really want to talk to this guy because I remember like in high school. You know DNSL?
No, I don't.
He's the Daniel. Like he's the guy. He's the guy who used to make those fucking griefer videos, right? And like he would just like, oh, he had the funniest tone ever. It was so funny.
I haven't watched a lot of those videos. I don't know who in particular you're talking about, but I know about like the old like troll, like the people used to troll Call of Duty matches when those were really popular. The people who would pretend they were Twitch support and like get kids to bake their like parents' computers in the oven with like a stick of butter, like stuff like that. Like I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid.
I want to pressure this guy. I want to bully him into coming on the stream.
You gotta bully him. The bully hunters will only take so long to get here. You gotta go at it. Cyberbullying works. It always does.
All right, dude. You're cool as fuck. You seem like chill as hell. All right, man. I'm glad to finally talk to you. I know you were like one of the first people to follow me on Twitter. So I appreciate that. You're cool. Good man. Any last words? You want to shout out your shit?
Yeah, just follow my Twitter at Bog Explosion, at twitter.com. And don't let Diane Ninen get you, man. I love your content too much.
I talked to him one time. I talked to him.
No.
Yeah, I talked to him. It's on my second channel. I have like a whole breakdown of like how I talked to him. But like I talked to him for like an hour, and then he told me that he didn't want me to publish the phone recording, right? Mm-hmm. So I just didn't. But like, yeah, I talked to him. It was wild. It was wild, actually, because like the first question, the most quintessential Dan Ninen question: how much money did he make off of YouTube? How much money did he make off of the video that you made about me? That was his first fucking question, right?
So petty.
That's Dan Ninen for you. That's Dan Ninen.
Oh man, the saga! I didn't know the saga continued, man. I gotta watch that, but because that whole thing kind of interests me, because that like Wang, like I heard about your shit from Wang, and I'm like, oh shit, Wang's talking about you, because I was hoping that you would blow up, and like I was like, fuck, I hope this makes you blow up, because I want you to be like a big bad YouTube channel, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Wang is great. Wang helped me out a lot.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. Like that and I remember like that's when you had like I think like 20,000 something subscribers or something like that, and then it just like
that I had at the time I had like 16,000 subs, and I would have lost my channel if it wasn't for Wang.
And dude, that was fucked up, because I think like before that, like you made like my favorite video which is the Hira Onoda video, and like that I loved that documentary. Like it was the 2-parter, and I was like, God, I can't wait for more. And then you made that Dan Ninen video, which was freaking hilarious, and then freaking Dan Ninen swoops in, and fuck that guy. But yeah, I'm glad though that worked out. It's just like fuck.
Dude, I want you. You know what you gotta do, bro? You gotta make a porn of like, cause you draw porn. You gotta draw porn of Nancy Pelosi, fucking Madeleine Albright. All right, that's what you gotta do. That's your next.
I don't know.
That's your
who
next.
Natalie Albright is.
Madeline.
But
you gotta draw Meryl Streep fucking Hold on. Meryl Streep fucking Cindy Spacek. No, not Cindy Spacek. Spacek. She
You know,
has she has to be fucking Meryl Streep. Have her fuck
Okay.
Meryl Streep.
So Meryl Streep and Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I
wanna see it.
I've done guilt porn before, but Frog Lady from Mandalorian is still on my plate, and somebody's gonna give me a skin for Call of Duty if I do that for him. I know that for a fact.
Do it. Fucking do it, dude. I want to see you
Pepperoni.
I want to see you do like some fucking like wild shit. Nothing too like nothing underage because that's fucked up. But like just do like stupid shit. Like do something really stupid.
I like older chick. I like older chicks. I do like older like women in general. And if I draw alien milfs, that's always the best.
You're wild, dude.
Yeah.
Alien milfs.
Dude, all my Halo elites have giant mommy milkers, man.
All right,
The
dude.
lowliest fleet.
I gotta let you go. You're wild, dude. You're wild. You're wild.
All right.
All right, bro.
Well, peace out, man.
I love you. I love you. All right, take care, dude. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Wild guy, huh? Wild guy. All right. Anybody want to come on? I know DNSL doesn't want to come on. I think this guy's like super introverted, right? He doesn't want to come on, right? Lame. Let me try and figure out who else I can get online. All right. Anyone want to come on? Does anybody have like some fucking crazy ass shit to tell me that like wants to come on right now? I want to talk to someone with some crazy ass shit to tell me. Okay, here we go with the bullying starts. He's super introverted. No, I mean like he's like, dude, like DNSL, like this guy's a legend. This guy's like actually a legend. You know, I remember in high school, like me and my friends used to watch his videos. So, like, if I can talk to this guy, it would be amazing. But I don't know what else to say. You know, I don't know what else to say. Did I hear what happened to Movie Bob? Movie Bob got fucked, man. Lindsay Ellis and Movie Bob. That Lindsay Ellis Movie Bob situation was so funny. That was so awkward. All right. This guy's saying he messaged me on Twitter. Did you message me on Twitter? I don't see you, dude. Are you sure you messaged me on Twitter? Wynant and Lindsay Ellis with the fucking showdown of a lifetime. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm trying to figure out, like, who I want to talk to. I want to talk to someone else for a bit. I just don't know who at this point, you know? So maybe I should just call someone at random. Let's see. Soul Edge, you want to talk? Soul Edge, do you have something to say? Tell me, like, make your case in the chat. Like, what do you have to say? Like, something interesting. I'll bring you on if you're interesting. If you're interesting, I'll bring... Dude, why... So he's like, bring me on. Nah, I'm too shy. Dude, come on. Alright. I'm just gonna call my friend Scott. I'm just gonna call my friend Scott. I saw him in his chat earlier. He's a friend of mine. I'm just gonna call him. I'm sure he's gonna answer, so.
Hello.
Yo! Scott, what up? What up?
Hello.
What up?
What up?
What up? What up?
Am I live?
Yeah, you're live.
Sick.
What up,
Hello.
homie?
I'm chilling. I'm making music right now.
You're making music. I know you've been making a lot of music recently.
Oh, I am actually live. I did not believe you.
Yeah, you're live. You're live in front of 85 people.
Oh. Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hello,
I know.
everyone.
What up?
I'm literally just making music. I have no idea what's going on in your stream. Hello.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Scott,
are you talking about anything important?
Scott, let me ask you like a serious, very fundamental question. What do you think about Bog Explosions porn?
I don't know what that is.
The guy I just had on beforehand, he was the porn artist. He draws porn. Did you check out his porn?
I did not. I did not check out your stream. Actually,
All right, I'm gonna send you Bog Explosions porn, and I want you to tell me what you think about his porn.
Is this anything?
It's on Discord.
All right.
I sent you on Discord Bog Explosions porn. I want you to
great.
tell me what you think about it.
This is opened in the Microsoft Twitter app, and I'm quite upset.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you think.
All
What do
right.
you think about his sexy aliens and robots?
All right, let me just take it all in before I give you a full opinion.
Okay.
I gotta,
Take it
you
in.
gotta get the full experience before you can't just throw out, willy nilly.
You want to get it off a nut, like before you tell me exactly what you think.
Yeah, you gotta get that post nut clarity.
Yeah. All right. So
I like that there's a safe for work version and a nude version.
okay.
I think that's you got to keep it safe for the kids, and then
Okay.
I gotta say I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was like British toilets with diarrhea in them. That's
Uh-huh.
what I expected.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm getting. So, points for misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves a good misdirect. That's why Undertale did so well.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people in chat leaving now that I'm here.
No, there's only like one person who left. But okay.
All right.
Do you think this porn is it's cool? Like it's normal porn? What do you think?
This is not the normal porn that I would consume.
What do you consume? What do you watch?
I watch. Trying to think of a funny answer that's also accurate.
Mm-hmm. Do you watch like lesbian porn? What do you watch?
No, I'm not 12.
Okay.
I feel like only 12-year-old boys watch lesbian porn.
Okay. All right.
That- Is that a hot take?
I feel like that's kind of hot, like kind of a hot take.
All right. What else do I watch? I have watched dressing room fucking.
Uh huh.
This is not No Nut November. This is like you only live once, right?
Right.
You've heard the Drake song.
Yeah.
You got to get in as many nuts as you possibly
All
can.
right, dude. I want to hear about what do you watch? What do you watch?
Like dressing room stuff is cool.
Uh huh.
When the girl she tries on an outfit and then gets fucked in it and then like puts the outfit back.
Okay.
You know that stuff.
Uh huh.
That's cool. What do you watch, man? Don't put me on the spot.
Me, I watch like it's mostly midgets.
Okay.
With obese women.
Are you allowed to say
Mostly.
that?
Yeah.
So male midgets,
I mean either gender. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
but it has to be obese women.
Yeah.
All right.
This is terrible. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
I have no idea why you brought me on.
I don't
I'm
know.
wrong.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm talking to you like, yeah, this is kind of dumb. But like,
Yeah.
so you're doing well. You're doing well.
I'm doing fine. I just got some food. I'm making some music. I'm having a good time.
What are you eating? What are you eating? What are you eating right now?
I got a sweet potato burrito.
That sounds good.
It is good.
Uh-huh.
I do not have the Wheaties hat, Trevor.
That's good.
That hat is like 16 years old.
Yeah.
It
I
is
remember
gone.
that. I remember that. Scott.
That was my identity. Like earlier, you were talking about like media and political affiliation as an identity and how that's damaging.
Mm-hmm.
That hat that Trevor is referencing, that was my identity. And when people didn't like the hat, I took it as a personal attack. So I understand people being like, "Oh, if you don't like Trump, I want to kill you."
You're talking about your Wheaties hat, because I remember, because
Yeah.
I knew you when you were 15. We were in school. We went to high school
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
You used to wear a Wheaties hat
Yeah.
incessantly, religiously. That was your thing. You wore a hat
Yeah, it was my
brandishing
brand.
the logo of Wheaties
Yeah,
cereal. Do
I
you
wanted
even
to
like
be a
Wheaties
billboard.
cereal?
I honestly, sincerely, to this day, I don't think I've had it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not really in Canada.
You've never ate Wheaties cereal, but that was your thing.
No,
You would
that
go to
was
high
like,
school and you would wear the Wheaties hat, but you
Yeah.
never like even like really ate it.
No, I may have had it once because I had the hat. I wanted to like have the branding consistent, but I don't genuinely remember.
Okay.
And that's that's the problem with consumerism and not having a personality. Like
Would you agree
having
that? Go on.
having a product or an idea as your personality is a lot easier than having a real personality. So a lot of people, particularly teenagers, like when you're in high school and you're like, I don't know who I am, I want people to like me, and then you're like, oh, people like Marvel movies, I'm a Marvel guy now.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you like the movies sincerely, but you just like, you trick yourself and be like, yeah, this is my personality.
You know
And then,
what?
like, you just keep that. like-
People are saying like it's like legit like consumerism, like like just like consume, like just
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember
Yeah,
the
it's
Wheaties
just
hat.
like-
I remember that. I think materialism was worthless. I think that brands are worthless. I think that everybody should burn anything that they have, any branded item that they have. Go and burn it. Go and fucking burn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
consumerism is bad, but also consumerism feeds the self-confidence that people need
Mm-hmm.
at a young age, particularly.
Yeah.
But if you look at people that have, like, they have one thing that they're very passionate about, whether it's a politician or Doctor Who or like streetwear or whatever, it's just like, this is what I like, and this is all that I can really offer to the world, is that I like this thing. So then they end up defending that with their life. They're like, no, this is the most important thing in the world to me. So you have to love it, or else I want to kill you. Which is why, as you're saying earlier with Jake Hanrahan,
Jack Hanrahan, Popular Front.
yeah, that totally fucked me up that I did that name thing, and now I forget what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Taking yourself too seriously. So as I mentioned, I make music, and anytime I'm given a chance to plug that music, I'm just like, yeah, well, like, you can find it, whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. That's the thing that I'm like very passionate about, that I want people to partake in. But also I recognize that I suck, and that people should not pay attention to me and like not value what I have to say, because I'm a complete idiot. And that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
So-
agreeing with you, but yeah.
Well,
Listen,
you can. It's
listen,
fine.
Scott. It's been unbelievable to have you on.
It
I'm
has.
glad I can share you with the
This has
world.
been a train wreck.
The whole thing has been a train wreck. I mean, that's my streams in general. But any last words? Anything you want to shout out?
I have this friend who makes YouTube videos. You should check him out. Oki Weird Stories.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
It's no, my music is not good. You should not listen to it.
Your music's decent. Yeah. I like your music. All right. I'm going to just bring your shit up. You're on Twitter, you're skill shy, right?
No,
I remember
don't
from
do
last
that.
time.
Don't do that.
I'm just going to bring you up, dude.
Don't
Sorry.
don't do that.
It's all good.
Don't do that.
Um,
I do not want this. I do not want this.
well, you do. You do.
I don't.
Shh. Shh. You want it. You want it. You do.
I-
You do. All right.
This is
This is-
under duress.
Skill Shy. He has a funny Twitter. Check him out. I follow him. You should too. Who? Bump. All right. Okay. Skill Shy. Scott. I love you, man. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
Good man.
I-
All right. I'm gonna let you go now. All right.
Okay, I'm glad that we talked about pornography
Did we?
and
We did
consumerism.
that, right? Huh?
We
Yeah.
we did talk
Yeah.
about bog explosion pornography.
I do remember that. All right. Peace out,
It
man.
was not that long ago. All right, thank you for interrupting my day.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
I don't know. What should I do? Like, this has been going on for a while. I don't think I'll ever get DNSL on, like, to come on. I would love to have DNSL on. I don't think he wants to. He seems like he doesn't want to do that. So, fuck it. I think I'll just end the stream in a second. Pretty much. DNSL was in the chat earlier, and I think he's like a legendary YouTuber. I would love to talk to him, but I don't think he wants to talk. So, what can you do? It's not gonna happen, right? Yeah. Well, if you missed most of it, just go in your history tab. I'm gonna leave it unlisted. If you want to watch the whole thing from the beginning, you can just do that. How do you take callers and shit? I don't know. Just message me on Twitter the next time I'm streaming, or Instagram. Possibly, like, I'll bring you on. So. Do you know any channels like Vagrant Holiday? Yeah, Surveillance Cameraman, dude. Hell yeah. Funnily enough, people think that Vagrant Holiday is also DNSL. That was one of the questions I was going to ask him. I don't know if he's still in here. I don't think he is. I think I pressured him too much. Oof. I think I pushed him too much. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Yeah. I'm going to go. All right, peace out, guys. Hold on. I gotta